me see. Romans 8:18, it says, "For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us." You feel me? So the sufferings of this present time is whatever we going through. Our mental problems, emotional problems, family problems, financial problems.
You have to understand that it's only destined for a certain time. It's just right now. This is all. You can't be in the mix thinking it's going to last forever. Like this is the time that it prophesied that we're going to be in these rough days. It's going to look rough, but it's not forever. That's why we had to have that faith that know that the Most High is going to get us through all of it. He's going to fill our cups, even when it gets dark, even when your neighbor's cup's not filled. You see a lot of calamity going on around you. You got to still have faith that He loves you. You got to be steadfast in His truth and His walk to righteousness.
Yeah. That bring it back, enduring to the end. He who endure to the end shall be saved.
Mm-hmm.
This road is for us to endure, man. This road is meant for us to get through. And, especially, you the elect, and the Most High has chosen you, you're meant to, you're gonna make it through this. You just gotta walk in there, bro. But, even that, finish off 19, it says, "For the earnest expectation of the creature or creation waiteth for the manifestation of the sons of Yahweh," man. So even that, the manifestations, the coming to be, the coming into reality, like that manifestation is really happening right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Where we come into this knowledge, we come into this wisdom, and now we get to shine that light, be that light to the world, be the little Yahweh Shais that we're supposed to be, Even, let me see, where is that out? Matthew 5:14. It says, "Ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid. Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick, and it giveth light unto all that are in the house. Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven," man. And them good works is inner and outer works.
Mm-hmm.
What you do for your brother, what you do for your sister, and what you're doing on yourself.
Yep.
You got to work it, purge out that darkness so that light could be permeated through your vessel. You could be that vessel of light.
Without light, there's always going to be darkness until the light comes. So, you understand, like, we have to be constantly upholding this light because it's non-stop darkness, it's non-stop wickedness. We have to be that vessel for the Most High to be able to use it so He can heal the land. We have to always be shining this light. We can't let nothing dim the light.
And that even made me think, like, how you were saying we coming into dark times, but, there's an end of it. You know what I mean? Let me see. Am I at 30? Even this right here.
This is like the groaning, the birth pains, it's it's a little
birth pains to that new world.
Yeah.
That world of light, that world of righteousness. You feel me? Jeremiah 30:7, it says, "Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it." You feel me? So it's like, alas, for that day is great. How's the day great? It's great because the Lord is coming, but the day being great, or that time being great, is because we're coming into a time of evil that has never before been seen. You know what I mean? We're coming into a time it's never been before. And we done been through world wars already. We done been through famines, genocides, all types of stuff, man. But we're coming into a dark time. But the Most High makes sure that we know. That's how righteous He is, right? He tells us oncoming judgment, and He still lets us know, but we will be saved out of it, right? Except there be a remnant, we should be like as unto Sodom and Gomorrah. Right?
And you always should have an open heart to learn too. Like, just, the Most High always trying to teach us different things, different ways to go about things. You have to always be reprovable too. I think we was talking about that in past lives, but we have to be reprovable. You have to always be wanting to change and do better than be the better person you was yesterday. Because there's always room to change. And Most High is working with us. Like, it ain't over yet. He's still working with us. So, He's still building us up.
Yeah, that makes me think. How do you, let's see. Even, being reprovable, oh, that's deep, man. Let me see. I'll go to Deuteronomy 10. I got this. What that was. But we got Deuteronomy 10 and 16, right? And it says, circumcise therefore the foreskin of your heart, and be no more stiff-necked. For the Lord your God is God of gods and Lord of lords, a great God, or a great power, a mighty and terrible, which regardeth not persons, nor taketh reward. He does execute the judgment of the fatherless and the widow, and loveth the stranger, and giving him food and raiment. You feel me? So, the Most High, he executes that judgment. But really, circumcise the foreskin of your heart, man. Let your heart be open. You want to be that fertile soil for the Lord to plant his seeds, man. You even had that parable that Yahushua was making, with the seeds being dropped. Some on stony ground, some was on fertile soil, some was plucked up by the birds.
Yeah.
You feel me? You don't want to be stony ground, bro. You want to be that soil where you can sprout into that tree. You know what I mean? You sprout into that branch. Yahushua said, I'm the vine, ye are the branches.
Yeah.
So you want to make sure that you joined unto him. We abide in him, he abides in us. You want to be one. You want to be on one accord with him.
You can never let the world make you cold. You can't harden your heart. You can never have a hard heart. You have to always be willing to be lovable and loving to other people, and be a help to people and be a good reflection of the Most High, The world's going to be rough. You might want to make your heart cool. Stop distance yourself from people. Stop talking to everybody. Just try and be yourself. But, we have to reflect the Most High. We have to show love, gratitude, help our neighbors. We got to be showing charity to people. We got to be making a change in this dark world.
Yeah, man. Being that light, man. Because everybody, it said the love of many will wax cool. You feel me? People going to lose that. And whether that's from means that you deem justifiable or not. You feel me? Everybody has a reason to be cool. Everybody done been through stuff. Everybody done had a reason, they might want to shut certain stuff out or not help people or nothing like that. But you got to understand that the Most High is a rewarder to them that, believe on him, that trust him. You feel me? You really shouldn't even be doing the works for men. We're doing this because this is what the Most High wants us to do. It's out of the love for your brother, but it's not to be seen of men.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So you just want to abide in your labor, man. You might just finish off on that.
Yeah.
Let's see. We got Sirach 11 and 21. It says, marvel not at the works of sinners, but trust in the Lord and abide in thy labor. For it is an easy thing in the sight of the Lord on the sudden to make a poor man rich. You feel me? So once again, that's that faith. Understanding that he's that rewarder to the faithful, walking in it like, all right, the Most High will reward me for my works, or reward me for that love that he has for me.
He says, the Bible says, seek first the kingdom seek first the kingdom, so everything can be added unto you. So you had to first seek the kingdom, which that looks like is walking in righteousness and love and compassion and the fruits of the spirit. That's seeking the kingdom, and everything you need is going to be added unto you, like food, water, anything you need.
Going back to that manifestation, bro, you're doing that work because he said the kingdom is within you. You feel me? So you're doing that inner man work. And then, that light will be reflected. That kingdom will shine out. All the jewels and all the ornaments that the Most High is putting on your spirit, all them holy things, it will eventually be manifest into a way to be seen. You feel me? So right now, we're just putting in that work, to get there. Let's see.
This work was never meant to be easy, but just know there's going to be light at the end of the tunnel. There's going to be a light, to say the least. You know, it's going to be a new world, a heavenly realm, blessings everywhere. You know, it's like a lot of times human words can't even describe what's to come. You know, the land to come. We just gotta put in the work now, stay strong now, and we gotta be able to see it before we can see it. You know.
Hey man, and that's heavy, man. Hebrews 11:6, it says, "But without faith it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to Yahweh must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him." You feel me? So those that's what you're doing while you're here. You're seeking that kingdom. Like the brother just said, that's crazy. You know what I mean? He just said, seek first the kingdom. Seek first all the things of righteousness, walking in the kingdom, living there. You know what I mean? And, just believing, having that faith.
Mm-hmm.
That faith is how you endure to the end. We really should end off with that, enduring to the end, because that's what we started with.
Absolutely.
Matthew 10:22, it says, "And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that endureth to the end shall be saved." You feel me? So we're going to go through a lot of, persecution. You're going to go through a little bit of hell, maybe a lot of hell on earth. You're going to go through it, especially if the Lord chose you, think it not strange that fiery trail. The trail is going to be fiery.
You gotta expect to be hated, and most, Yahweh he said they hated me before they hated you. So, we going up the same road he's going, you gotta expect to be hated. It's a cold world. It's a cold world, but we still gotta show their love no matter what. Yahweh he was hated. He was spared on before he died. He was everything. He was disrespected. He was defiled by the people, and he still prayed for them. Mm-hmm. So, we had to reflect them same attributes. We had to pray for the people. We gotta be helping the people out. Even when they look rough, even though they might be doing stuff that we not agreeing with, but we have to be trying to be there for them, because we still building this kingdom.
And if you think about it, if you turn away, if you stop shining that light, if you stop being or showing that love, then who gonna do it, right? Because that's the domino effect of like evil, This person doing evil, this person doing evil, so guess what? I'm gonna just be evil too. I'm gonna stop showing love because everybody else's hearts is cool. But no, man.
And that's building Satan's kingdom at the end of the day, because that's one less light. You turn your heart cold. You're not a light no more. That's one less light. That means there's more darkness. That means Satan's borders are even getting even wider.
Yeah, expanding that border, man. That border of wickedness.
We had to stay strong, and we had to build this kingdom because a lot is banking on this.
Yeah, man. All praises to the Father, man. Shalom.
Shalom, man.